my friends. Welcome back to my channel. This is Trace here, the Irish Tarot Girl. I hope your summer is going well. This is going to be your August 2025 tarot reading. To use the film Noir tarot, feeling a little bit arty. And because I'm feeling a little bit arty, I am also going to pull a couple of cards from the Jane Austen tarot deck. This says tarot, but it's actually 53 cards for divination, as you can see there on the bottom. So it's more like an oracle deck, but because I'm feeling a little bit arty, I thought I'd use the Art House Cinema, film noir, and Jane Austen for the owl writing aspect. So I tried to record this video once already, and it messed up a little bit. So I've already pulled the cards. I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to jump straight in. I'm going to do one card for every week of August, and then I'm going to pull a couple of cards after we go through them. I'm going to pull a couple of cards from Jane Austen and see what she has to say about the month. So, week 1 in August. Caught. Now, this suit in this deck, the suit of pentacles is represented by a suitcase, and it is the suit of cash. Cacche. And I suppose here in America it will be pronounced cachet. But the Three of Pentacles, or the Three of Cachet, is all about teamwork, being on a team in your work, whatever your work is in life, getting together with other people, working on a project, collaboration, doing things together. This isn't a one man, one woman show. This is getting together with other people and working on something. So, caught. What does caught mean to you for the first week in August? To me, I'm kind of getting, because it's Pentacles, it's working on something. There might be some of us who are back to work after vacation, that we're caught in maybe we're feeling caught in like a rat race kind of all work and no play kind of lifestyle. I think it's very powerful, just the one word there, caught. You feel caught up in something that you have to work on that maybe you don't want to. Or maybe you're asked to work on a project that maybe you don't really want to. But the first week of August is going to be about collaboration and working on projects with other people, whether you feel happy or not about that. So the first week of August is about work and working with people. Second week of August, we have Scarlet Street. Funny story. I think this is Hedy Lamarr. One of my neighbours is Hedy Lamarr's daughter, and I have bought a painting from her, which is funny since I was saying feeling a bit arty. And I donated it to the local gym. It's a famous American female swimmer. They had the swimming pool had or have a painting up by this woman. I think her name is Danielle. And it's of Michael Phelps. And it always kind of bothered me that my daughter is in and out here all the time doing swimming lessons, and there's only a male representation of swimming success. So I tracked down the painter, and it happened to be Hedy Lamarr's daughter, Danielle, who lives a couple of streets over from me. Isn't that weird? Anyway, Hedy Lamarr is an amazing, amazing woman. Please do some reading about her. She had an incredible life and she was whip smart. She worked in on intelligence in World War II. She invented things. The woman is amazing. But this, I digress. This is the Five of Cachet or the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles is traditionally the two people who are outside in the cold, in the snow, um, usually outside like a church that looks all lit up, and they can't get in. They're bereft and poor and injured, and they've no way in. It's a card about poverty and lack and being left out in the cold. So that's what's represented here. Is it looks like kind of Christmassy. We have the twinkly lights, which I always say twinkly lights make everything better. Um, and then we have this man walking along a street in the snow. But then towering over all of that is this woman in a frame. And so the second week of August might feel a bit lonely in some respect. So it's an interesting contrast to the first week of the month where we're working together with people, because then the second week of August, there's a more lonely, alone feeling about this, being left out of something. This feels to me like, because we were talking about work, it's almost like a female boss kind of like leaving you out of something, or because she's towering over this card and over this man, it's like she's the she's the head of the organization. She's like calling all of the shots. And you might feel left out of some, um because it's pentacles or cachet of money, I suppose. You might be left out of some financial decisions. And this could be to do with anything. It doesn't have to necessarily be to do with work, but there might be some aspects to do with money in the second week of August, that you have no say in something that's going on financially and you feel a bit left out in some decisions, maybe, or maybe you have to do something money wise that you don't want to do. And it makes you feel, because this is the card of like poverty, and it makes you feel like you're poor and scraping by a little bit. So that's very interesting. And then the third week, we have two of smoke, which is two of wands, and the wands are represented here by matches, or boxes of matches and matches in the box. And the card says night and the city. So there's a lot going on this card. We have clouds, moon, Big Ben, or Elizabeth Tower as it's called in London. And again, we have, oh my God, I've just noticed, we have this woman at the very top, the femme fatale from film Noir, right at the very top, and the man at the bottom. Same as this card, with the woman at the top looking over the man at the bottom. And then here we have the woman at the top and the two men at the bottom. It's very interesting. So I'm feeling like August might be a month that is a very female dominated month. in your life. Female, a particular strong female in your life, a particular strong female energy in your family, someone who calls the shots, a real like force of energy. Um, and Two of Wands is all about like it can mean having a choice, but it can also mean like making plans, looking at where you want to go, taking everything in and kind of considering your next steps, which fits in, excuse me, after this card where you might be feeling a little bit bereft and kind of outside of things. This one is telling you you kind of have to think about where you want to go next, what you want to do. And again, I think it's interesting that this one is kind of, they're both kind of set at night. They both have like the night and the city is in like twinkly lights. And then in this card, you have the twinkly lights up around the woman's head. Not entirely sure what that means, but interesting. And then the last card for the fourth week in August, we have Beware, my lovely, Kingpin of Rain. And rain, of course, is cups, and it's represented by bottles. So the Kingpin of Rain is the King of Cups, which is a complete contrast to the previous cards where it was all female, strong female energy, finishing off then with the King of Cups. And again, it's nighttime. There's a strong like film noir. I mean, it's going all the cards are kind of dark, not all of them, but there's a lot of dark kind of imagery in it. But again, it's like a city lit up at night, and he is something that's jumped out at me is he's facing the camera, full, full, full face, looking at the camera or looking slightly off. But in these two cards, the man is looking away. We only see his back. It almost looks like the same man. And in the first card, we have the same man again. But you know what? This actually looks like the same actor. I wonder if it is. I should look that up, really. Interesting. I will look it up. Um, Beware, my lovely. So, King of Cups is all about emotional maturity. Um, Either someone, a male figure in your life who is very grounded, emotionally mature, has their head screwed on, is very balanced in his or her mood, emotions, everything, mental energy, everything is balanced. And someone who's very sensitive, but not overly sensitive. Someone who is mature, well grounded, good emotional IQ, but also grounded. And this to me is telling me that we might get some good advice from someone like this at the end of the month in the last week of August. And it's like this man is telling us, beware, my lovely. And it feels to me like we have all this female energy, this strong, powerful female energy, like lording over us in these cards. And like the nighttime and the little twinkly lights and everything, it's like this feeling of like the Seven of Swords kind of things going on in the dark, behind the scenes. You don't know what is really going on. And there might be someone in your life who's kind of maybe being a bit underhand, or someone we need to be a bit wary of. And we might get some advice from someone like this saying, no, you're not wrong. You're not imagining it. You do need to take care and look out for this person. So, this is someone who I think we can go to for advice, for help, um, to talk to. It might even be some kind of therapist, a counselor, someone who has their emotional head screwed on and can give objective advice and is telling us to beware, my lovely. So, August is shaping up to be quite interesting and intriguing. Ooh, very, very interesting. The other thing I'll point out is they're all minor arcana cards. So, this is not a big deal. This is not a major life event. These are the things that happen day to day that are niggles and, are pain in the butt that you have to deal with. So it's not going to be something that whoever this person is or whatever the situation is, it's not going to be something that absolutely destroys our lives. But we are going to have to, I think, stand up for ourselves in August, unfortunately, and maybe get some advice from someone who, can advise us well and kind of give us some pointers on what to do. Where this female, and it could be a male with some female attributes, is concerned. So hella interesting. Um, Kind of intrigued to see now what happens in August. Okay, so we're going to pull some cards now from the Jane Austen tarot deck and see what she has to say about August 2025. And I urge you to do some reading about Hedy Lamarr. She is just an incredible lady, or was an incredible lady. Okay. I'm going to pull two cards. Two cards, see what she has to say. Okay, what's coming up in August, Jane? What advice you got for us, lady? Okay. So, ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana card, funnily enough, considering we didn't get it in the main reading. So this tells me it's not upside down. So things are going to take time. This is a card of luck. So it's upright, so good luck. It's the card of fate and things happening for a reason. I also see this card as if I get this card, if I'm asking for timing, usually if I get this card, for me, it represents the wheel of the year. So it's like a year. Um, so whatever situation is going on in August, don't worry about it, because it's all going to be okay, because you have good luck on your side. And karma, like what goes up must come down. So if something happens that, is bad to you, I feel like it's going to come around again and you'll get your reward. It's like, I don't know, I've gotten this before in my readings, and I'm wondering if um someone might try and take credit for your work that you did as on a team at the start of the month, and you're going to have to stand up for yourself and say, hey, no, I did that. That's mine. And ain't nobody going to take that away from me. Um, and if you can do that, then whoever tries to screw you over or, tries to take things that aren't theirs will get what's coming to them. But this is a card of good luck and fate. So do not worry about August because it'll all come right. Oh, fabulous. And then we have strength. And strength is what it is. Yeah, this card is telling us in August we're going to have strength and courage. Stand up for ourselves, find it within ourselves to speak truth to power and get what we deserve, get the kudos we deserve, whatever that is in work, home, whatever. These are really nice cards. I should be using these more often. And it's also saying you have the strength. You are strong enough. I want to pull one more card. Let's do it, shall we? One more card for August. One more card. Hmm. I don't quite know. I think it's like a page. Jack of Hearts. Booklet. Jack of Hearts. Charm. Pride and Prejudice's Lydia Bennet is young, charming, and full of romantic notions about handsome officers. So you might have to charm some people. Charm the pants off them. You got this. This looks like my daughter with blonde, mega curly hair. I'm going to have to be aware. She's going to try and charm the pants off me and wrap me around her little finger. She already has. Um, I also wanted to say that I just saw in the booklet here, the Wheel of Fortune also represents the 10 of Hearts. And the 10 of Hearts is like the 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, that is some mega good juju. Some nice vibes. So this kind of tells me that the film noir cards are like the day-to-day nitty-gritty, what's going to happen in August. But then the Jane Austen cards are the like overview. Oh, my sweat patch stains. Oh my God, I'm very sorry. It's very hot here today. And I did a little bit of exercise earlier. Um, the Jane Austen cards are like the overview of advice and like a commentary on what's going on or what's going to happen. It's like the negative and the positive. So I really like this reading. This is a good, like, it's like a yin and yang kind of reading. So I really like this. So that is it for your August 2025 tarot reading. I hope whatever happens that it will all come good. I'm sure it will because we are strong and we have luck on our sides and we can charm the pants off them. So we got this, people. Happy August. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful end of the summer. And if there are any other readings you would like me to do or requests, please feel free to let me know. I will talk to you soon. Have an excellent, excellent day wherever you are. Be kind to yourself and be kind to everybody else. Bye for now.